short month because I've been fighting off some sort of upper respiratory infection, whatever have you. But hey, look, we're back. We're going to be making some chicken fajitas and probably some katsu, and I'll show you all some of my, like, packaging and packing tips. It's a little off. I'll fix it downstairs. But hey, let's do a cooking stream. I appreciate you all being here. The YouTube, the old stream wish list, check out my wife's Etsy. I will meet you all downstairs momentarily. Okay, phone. Definitely. You know what? This might be a bit of a sojourn downstairs. Try and get my coffee or my mug and my tea kettle. But I put on some clothes because otherwise Brim won't pay attention to me. But as previously discussed, I did get the fajitas set up ahead of time because you all don't need to watch me stand in front of a crock pot for 3 hours. I'll let you know what's in there and what we have to add to it yet. Because there's a lot going on. My wife requested katsu, so we'll do that as well. And we'll just get everything plugged in and set to go. There we go, there's that. We should have audio, we should have video. We have Sunday, and we have our plants. Yeah, the camera is tilted. It's much more noticeable now that I'm right here. Hey, that looks. I'm using this as so. Looks a lot better. Hi, Sunday. So, what do we got over here? Ooh, yes. We have some chicken titty. Now the chicken titty has also been seasoned properly, as one does. A little bit of adobo, some smoke powder, some cumin, Valentina hot sauce, a Mexican oregano, which is definitely way different from Italian oregano. You know, who would believe it, right? Let me get the stream up so I can see. Don't know why that didn't just pull it up. Okay, I pull up. So that's been on low for a while. We're going to be adding here we go. We are going to be adding what I call the good spices to it, which will give it that more of a birria flavor. We'll allow this to cook down for a little bit as well. Okay, so why don't we get that done first things first. Then we'll get the katsu going, as well as portioning some schmeatus. And then we can talk to Brim. I lied, I had the G4. I thought it was a G6, a G4. Get some of our knives out. And some cutting boards. Now. That's very long. Thank you. My wife loves it. What were we talking about? Right. So, first things first, spice blend, okay? So, I mean, you can make chicken fajitas just fucking, like, just put salsa and chicken breasts in a crock pot, and it'll be pretty good, you know? I put a little homemade chicken and vegetable broth in there. Makes it extra good. Now, the next step to up your game is some chipotles and adobo and some hatch chilies. And they are going to join us in our little food processor blender thingy. Okay, that decided to unplug itself. Let me go fix that. FIBA. I can't believe you would break the camera like that, Chica. There we go. Much better. Oh, right. I also realized I spilled on the way down. Let me clean that up. Alright, so, Catboy is going to show y'all how to get the rest of this set up. So, pretty simple. Chipotles and adobo have a nice bit of heat. Not like, oh my god, I'm dying. But they will definitely add a little bit of spice. And a lot of bit of color. Got all the seeds in there. You notice very, very, very dark red. Love that. So again, this is going to kind of end up more on like the birria side of life. Which, again, not a bad thing. We got some green hatch chilies, which, again, they can be spicy for some people. I would define them a little bit more on the smoky side, personally. And these are gonna get added into there. Yeah, they have a little bit of heat. It says they're hot, but like white people hot. It's the best way to describe shit. Yeah, I know. I bought the RE games on PC. They were like dummy inexpensive. Okay. So, normally, actually, you know what? Yeah, we can make this work. I'll make this work in a very interesting and peculiar way. Let me grab the lid for this so I can actually use it, and we're gonna start to puree. And I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon juice. I would recommend lime juice if you have it. It just kind of makes it all better, in my opinion. Now, normally, I would recommend adding some of your Mexican oregano and your broth in, but you already have enough of that. So what I'm going to do, just take this and give it the old scoop and poop. This, definitely want to get all of this in there. And like I said, we already have this broth that the chicken has been cooking in, and we're gonna go and like just give this a half an hour just to get like kind of all these oils and flavors and everything else, just a chance to get to know each other and soak into each other. I've had this chicken just kind of like on low for about 2.5, 3 hours, so it's again, we'll figure it out when I just take a minute to see how tender it is with a fucking fork. Again, this shit doesn't need to be difficult. In fact, it can be quite simple and quite flavorful. God, occasionally my voice still decides it wants to drop an octave. That's okay. Alright, so that is good to go. I'll be smart and get a little pre-soak going because Chipotle and adobo is a very, very deep red color, and that will stain your plastics even quicker than pasta sauce if you are not diligent. Take one of these culinary claws, and yeah, okay, so these just stab right through. So I'm not going to start shredding them right away, but I am just going to kind of poke those open a bit. Because it's cooking in a fluid, like, yeah, can you still overcook it? Yeah, of course you can. You can overcook anything. But, like, it's not going to be as bad because it's basically now just going to be kind of steaming and simmering in its own liquid. Okay. Schmeat. I need to get some schmeat for m'lady for katsu tonight. And I guess for y'all, if you want to swing through. So, I am going to get a plate that will be for the katsu I will make tonight. And then we'll meal prep the rest of this shit. And basically, what I'm going to do is just start making some plastic bags. I always recommend tons of shit in the kitchen. Vacuum sealers are fucking great for proteins, not proteins, fucking shitty packaging that's non-reusable. But yeah. So I'm going to start making some plastic bags, and we're going to start bagging up some pork loin. Like I said earlier, pork loin is something that, as time has gone on, I have struggled to be able to find it. Like, it's not like it used to be in every fucking grocery store for 99 cents a pound, and now it's double that, and I think most people with some sort of sense also have been grabbing it, because when the store wants to charge you $5 a pound for pre-cut pork chops, it's just this. It's literally just this, but they took the time to fucking cut it. And I'll be honest, Catboy, don't play that shit, because I am a broke bitch. Even if I become the richest motherfucker in the world, I will still be a broke bitch. Also gonna get the next bag up. But yeah. Hi, Pootis. Yeah, tenderloins are pretty big too. Oh, yeah. Listen, it's too long for everybody, Fantar. Let's be real. But yeah, this is a 7.5 pound whole boneless pork loin roast. Not just the tenderloins. Tenderloins are generally, obviously going to be a lot smaller than that. This is the whole loin. Now, there is a tenderloin in the loin, but I have no care to separate it because this will mainly be for curry flavoring and for making katsu. So, like I said, I got some of these. We got at least 3 bags. So, let's get this open. And this even has simple directions with the easy open ring, which is in fact pretty easy open. Now, I am gonna dump some of this liquid out because I don't need pork juice. My pork juice! No! Alright. So, like I said, we definitely have some. It's very sizable. There is a little bit of fat that I will likely trim off, and I can save that and put it into my scraps bag for pork. So I can make pork broth. Nah, no pork soda. I mentioned the slicer earlier. This is great for like trimming large sections. Like I have going on right here. Take a little bit of that off. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to take all of it. Like, that's where a lot of the flavor is. But I definitely want to try and make it a little bit more uniform in size and shape. That way it cooks easier. Like I said, a lot of this is going to end up just being katsu. But, you know, some of these bits, you know, probably like down here, are just going to be used in addition to like making curry bases. So, trim some of that off. Like I said, that's going to go into a freezer bag. That'll be for my pork broth. Let's see what we got here. I'm just trying to avoid dripping all over the floor, but cats can have that. Like I said, I don't want to trim a lot of this off. Just want to make it kind of uniform so it doesn't have like these little kind of wrinkly, scraggly bits. Perfect. Go. Now with a slicing knife, the real trick to it is you're not fucking hammering in. You're just letting the blade work. Nice long strokes. Even everything out. Some of this is not quite fat, but it's not quite skin. Kind of somewhere in the middle. So it's just kind of peeling off. Perfect. Alright, that should be good to go. Getting a little bit of pork dripping, so definitely want to clean this up. We live in a country. We live in a society. Sunday! Back to the correct answer is I'm just going to give it a second. To borrow this second cutting board, we're going to give ourselves a little bit more space. There. Nice. Okay, so now I have a lot more to work with. Like I said, I'm gonna trim some of this because the ends of this are gonna be a little awkward. This I'll probably just honestly cube up, and it'll be like kind of a pork for curry, or I need to make ground pork for something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and honestly just preemptively just brick this. Brick it up. This will be for adding that little extra bit into the curry. Or some seasoning. Or it'll make some really lovely ground pork. Or whatever your heart will desire. Something like this, it has a little bit of fat content on the outside. Great for like if you're making like a meatball or any sort of kind of meat loaf, where you're doing it correctly with the beef, pork, veal kind of a blend. No, I can't see that. I can. What's up, Yule? Nice long strokes on the meat. Smack the meat. Okay, I can smack the meat. What's on the menu? I have some katsu I'm gonna make, and then I have some kind of like a borderline birria, chicken fajitas. But I also was able to secure a pork loin, which again I've had trouble finding. So I definitely am getting What is today? Definitely getting getting myself prepped for continual rising food prices. My wife said I'm not allowed to fucking have the meltdown that I definitely should be having. All I'm gonna say is I'm so glad we elected somebody who was worried about grocery prices when grocery prices have doubled and so have gas prices. But I digress. Anyway, this is another one of my projects that I've been working on. But this will be for pork broth. I have been making my own broths as of late, just from like scraps. Beef scraps, chicken scraps, they go into their respective bags in the freezer. The veggies get split pretty evenly. All right. So I'm gonna cut my first one for katsu. And it's got a little taily boy, but that's a nice, decently sized piece for katsu. I normally go like a knuckle. Like I said, definitely want a little bit of that fat. There we go. Now that we are starting to go, I can just start slicing these as I need to. Like I said, I squared everything off earlier. Real simple, real easy. I just like using the slicing knife for this for right now. Very interesting, because you mentioned the tenderloin. Yeah, two different schmeat going on, and that's okay. I like that. I don't want to yet. Worst case, always have katsu later. There we go, nice and easy, clean. Letting the knife do the work. Now, Brimmy asked about a chef knife earlier. Can you use a chef knife for this? Yeah, absolutely. It all works the fucking same. Let's be real. Just when I'm cutting through like longer, larger things, having a nice thin blade is sometimes a little bit easier and a bit more manageable. I'm just going to keep breaking it down into slices of 4. And we'll just get bagged up. Some of them will go into the basement freezer. But yeah, especially for me, like I refuse to pay like $4 or $5 a pound for this because someone cut it for me. Like, fuck you, blow me, eat my ass. Literally take your tongue and just spread my fucking ass cheeks. And you can glide it right on up there, you know? The fact that this is still $2 a pound is fucking nightmare fuel for me, but alas, times change or whatever. But yeah, sometimes I'll like use ground pork McCoy to add a little bit of flavor, especially to like Japanese curry bases. It just gives them like a little extra push, you know? Okay. Yeah, baby. Shake that ass. Shake that ass, you nasty. Yeah, baby. Shake my ass. Shake my ass. I'm nasty. I forgot to steal this one. Embarrassing. Anyway, questions so far. We got any? Sunday. You can't have my pork. You want to get your ass beat? Boop, boop. We did katsu curry last cooking stream, didn't we? Yeah, well, we'll do it again. Look at this dickhead. I think she's people. You think you're helping? Are you helping? You're not a sous chef. Where's your serve safe? Dickhead. Lucky you cute. Ah. It's good to see you though, Larry. Trad and I started playing through Rogue Trader. I gotta tell you, massively big game. My eyes are so fucked. Alright, some of those are gonna go down to the basement, into the chest freezer. Some of them are gonna stay up here. Boop, boop. Like to get your ass licked? Ooh, Dad got you. Dad got you. She looks so fucking heartbroken. I gotta make more coffee too. Get help with your tasks. Chat with Gemini. I don't want to chat with a fucking AI chatbot. I have sentience. It doesn't. Excuse you! You know better. I gotta seal that up too. Shelby's helping out at a trans dance party tonight, which is pretty cool. I am here because my plans got a little kerfluckled, but that's okay. The other thing is, I know within the next couple of coming weeks, we have like with our book club and volunteer group, we're having I think we're trying to do a gay prom in June, so that'll be pretty fun. Rent out a venue, which means Catboy gets to DJ. Might have to come up with some gay equipment, but We got friends. That should only need a couple more minutes, to be honest, and then we can start working on this katsu. Actually, can anyone tell me, did I make katsu the last stream? If I did, I apologize, but like we're doing it again because it's fucking good and it's easy. I feel like I did. Yeah, unfortunately for her, she doesn't understand multiple camera angles. So, like, the entire time I was over here, I was, like, basically checking out of the corner of my eye. So. These chicken titties are looking great. Now, again, I'm a bigger fan of chicken thighs. I will always be a fan of chicken thighs. However, I think in certain instances, kind of a waste to use chicken thighs, just because, like, especially if you're really going to be hammering in heavy seasoning, use a chicken breast for that. Anything where you're going to be shredding, I don't shred chicken thighs. It's like just kind of, they aren't the right size and texture for that, in my opinion. But my goal is I wanted to stock up on food. Because I don't trust shit. Boop, boop. Stiffer than a motherfucker, I'll tell you that. Chat, don't turn 35. Like, whenever you hit, like, 29, I would say, just don't get older from there. Be 29. Everything else is kind of a waste. Beef, beef, fish. Pork, 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 pork. God, this is so itchy. These goobers. Alright, that should be all of the bag. Nope, that's a lie. I still have Chickum Tit to bag up as well. Chickamus Titius. My wife said we're not allowed to have a microphone on stream anymore, as she violently disconnected everything. I don't know why this second to last bag is fucking fighting with me, but here we are. What's the fucking deal? See? Fucking, it wasn't fucking necessary. Bonson kitchen. Okay. Two years too late for that advice? Listen, let's try my best. Katsu 3-7. Now, I am pretty damn sure I have Katsu in the basement already, and that's okay. Because it will be rotating up. Okay, I also know I brought down like really good markers for this. Yes, I did. Yeah, these rate like a fucking tree. Okay, so these will go down into the basement, and I will cycle up whatever I have down there. I will return shortly, chat. And I will be back up with... I'm basically trading new pork for old pork. You're not getting into the basement. Stop being weird. Dude, Sunday is the epitome of that like meme of like, can you please just act normal for once in your life? And she's just like, no! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh, my fingers are freezing. Ugh. All right. Okay. Everybody in. There we go. Now, remember, kids, it's important. You want to put the newest on the bottom, the oldest on the top, so you're not fucking, not fucking. It's the most important part. You don't want to be fucking, you know? Okay, so I now have some pork loin I can bring upstairs out of the freezer. Cock too big, had to fucking blow open the door. Okay, so I got my cubed pork, and then we got more pork loin, which doesn't always have to be katsu, by the way. It's just the kind of the fan favorite here. Alright, let's make those. Yes, I have to bag the chicken tit. Ta-da! And then we can get to work on working. You know, if it's worth it, let me work it. I'll put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. And remember, you have to call before you come over so I can shave my hoo-ha. If you're old enough to get that reference, I'd like to remind you that you should probably take your leave now, you know, just so you're ready for bed in a few hours. If you've got a big elephant noise, you gotta let me search it so I can find how hard I gotta work it. Oh, God. Oh, my back just cracked and I felt really good. Sunday? Yeah, you, little creature. Your big old fucking alien eyes. Oh, Dad got your attention. But you know, Mom's up there doing stuff too, huh? Yeah. Rub on them titties. Right up, Chrissy. All right, that should be everything. So, next we'll get this kind of media type thing going. That's good. I unplugged the wrong thing because I'm stupid. Let me go fix that. That requires a trip upstairs. More than likely. We'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. I doubt it. Okay, nope, I gotta fucking flip that real quick. Jeeba, are you working hard to please ya? There we go. All right, perfect. We're back. Okay. All right, trick 'em. Are you fucking kidding me? One of these wires is sensitive. Ugh. Wish I'm getting my forced exercise today. Throw myself down the stairs and call it a good time. All right. Sorry, I'm just like visualizing. So, media assembly station. slowly start adding some heat to that, and then this will be the katsu. Again, slowly start adding heat to that. Now I don't like doing like deep fries. I just literally put enough in that I can over it. So, any questions to be had regarding pork, chicken, knife? Yeah, nice and sharp. Shouldn't have to fuck with those too much. I should have brought the Babish John out. Oh well. Okay, so. Sorry, I'm just thinking procedure here. Okay. So, our chicken has definitely cooked all the way through. Very tender. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out. And we gonna shred the bitch. Alright, the fact that I can barely keep it from falling off of the claws is a good thing. Ow. That's very hot. Yeah, I did that twice. So nice, I had to do it twice. Fucking risen with the tism over here. So, we definitely got ourselves some very nice, very seasoned chicken. And grab the other claw. We'll start shredding. We're gonna pull some tongs out of the dishwasher, but we'll give this a nice shred down. And it smells great. The Mexican oregano just adds like a lot of fragrance, but that really helps and plays well with the earthy tones of like the cumin as well. Now, I know these aren't going to be full-on quesadilla, but it will be a kind of easier at-home, hopefully less messy variant for those of you that don't like messy food. Get it out right away, or you want to... Okay, because these are going to be done in like 2 minutes. Woo! Alright, reintroduce that back in here so it can soak up a lot of that extra flavor. It looks super cute. Alright, so what do you want with this katsu? What do you want me to do with the katsu for you? Okay. All right. I mentioned it earlier, the advantages of living in the hood. Got my cheese ends. Super inexpensive. Yeah. Chili, baba. Stealing my coat? Yeah. Ugh. Don't fall asleep over there or what? Grater, grater, grater. I think I got a cheese grater. Cheese graters. It's never enough. Never enough. I swear when I get out, I'm gonna grate the bitch. Okay, so let's get to work on one of these here. Quesadillas. Then I'll work on the katsu. So, just gonna give this the old dipperooski. Again, I'm not trying to inundate or soak it. Like, we're just literally trying to get a little bit in there. Boop. Excellent. Now, bring some of the schmeedus. Schmeedus. Delicious, delicious fetus. And then I'm gonna just fuck this bitch up with cheese, as the kids say. Yep. Just gonna jerk it full of cheese. Right. Now, that the old flipperooski. Yeah, and because it's not beef, and not specifically birria, it's not going to be as aggressively, like, red or browned. A little bit more cheese, though. Hi, cutie. Get it out. Careful now. Careful now. One sec. You cute. I love you. Are you trying to Pavlov dog me with mint now? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. 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 You want me to make you a quesadilla, Johnsky, too? Okay. Rice? Nah. Okay, plain rice it is. Love you too. Be safe. I'll be here. Now. A little bit of that. A little bit of the extra sauce in there. That'd be a good time. Now, this is not coming. I probably need a little bit more heat, but unnecessary. There we go. Check it out. Because that's what you're all looking for. Nice and colorful. So, I will no longer need that. And we can now focus our attention on said katsu. Jerk it, jerk it, jerk it, jerk it. Take last night's pizza wheel. Give this a nice little scrungle. Yeah, suck on them titties. Yep, cheesy, a little bit of spicy, a lot of smoky, a lot of earthiness from the peppers. And there you go. Like, that's such an easy upgrade from, well, I shredded chicken to make fajitas, and I made a meal that like my partner or my kids or my family won't stop talking about. Like, it's literally that. Like, that's all the difference, is just add a little bit more flavor and add a few steps to really bring those flavors together at the end. Now, a never-ending quest to be the best house husband. Work on our katsu after I inevitably do. Now, again, katsu, pretty fucking straightforward. Okay. Sorry, I am like, my body's still figuring out a fucking lot of shit. So. We have Formula One in 2 hours, in an hour. So, get out. I definitely want to get this done and get us going in the correct direction so we can play some games and watch some racing. That was hot. I'm so annoyed. My fucking goddamn. Okay, very simple. Okay? 1 egg. Should be all we need. I still have to make coffee too. Again, we'll get there. Baby steps. I'm Existing, surviving, thriving. At least I still look halfway decent, right? Alright. Get yourself some panko breadcrumbs. Can you use normal breadcrumbs? Yes. But I have to ask, why do you fucking hate yourself? The other thing we are gonna grab is some regular ass motherfucking flour. So. Just gonna, again, rearrange some shit because I'm a bloody fucking mess. I am also ready for it to not be so goddamn dry. My nipples are so goddamn itchy all the time. And I fucking hate it. Hi, Sweetie. Sweetie Sunday. Whew. Okay, cool. So I have my containers that I require for this. Again, very simple. We take the one egg. That goes in there. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than I thought it would. I am going to put my flour here. Actually, let's be real. So, there's just been popcorn in this, so do I need to wash it out? Like, yeah, probably. Am I going to? Not really, because, like, all that's in there is butter and oil. I'm only going to add to this kind of seasoning we're going to get going on here. So. Going to grab my adobo. Just going to season El Porco and the flour. That honestly should be enough. It'll be good enough, close enough, whatever enough. Okay. Panko. It's a good shimmy shake. As it turns out, I have to get more panko. That's it. We'll make it work. If I have to use regular breadcrumbs, I'll use fucking regular breadcrumbs, okay? It's not a big deal. In fact, I'll just go ahead and bite the bullet on it. So it'll have a little extra zazz blammy mataz, I guess. Which means the finish will be a little bit different. Again, it's not gonna matter that much. Okay. Alright, so I am just gonna mix up our eggy. Give our flour a tilt-a-whirl. And we're gonna take our puercas. And it's gonna go flour first. You're gonna hit it with all sides. Shake off some of your excess. Again, just make sure that you got everything all in one. And then we're going to egg it. And get your extras off. And that's one. That is ready to go. I'm gonna go to number 2. And flip flap. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Don't get caught on that. You could wet hand, dry hand. I'm kind of like one hand, none handing it. Which, it's all work the same. All right, so we got 2 there. Let's get these 2 in. So, always lay away, and woo, cool. We're gonna have some tempura chunks, as I call them. There's little extras, basically. Now, I probably should have checked the oil temp, but the honest answer is as long as it's not smoking, that's the correct temperature. Like, the one little thing I did is I threw that, like, little tempura ribbon in there, and the fact that it started sizzling with that, that's good. That means it's hot enough that you can throw your pork in there. And last, and then we'll definitely get this cleaned up because I'm tired of just leaving my kitchen a mess. Even if I feel like shit, even if I want to go back to streaming, we'll be actual fucking adults about this. The big thing that I have struggled with as I've learned the art of katsu is just literally just forgetting to hit the sides. Like, that's like the most important part that really brings it all together. Gotta make sure you got the egg wash and the flour on the sides. Otherwise, you're just like got halfway kind of coated pork, and like that's cool, I guess, for some people. Not for me. All right, so that's done. I'm gonna just wash my hands here, and then we'll do the old flip on those. Do my usual little technique of kind of basting some oil over them bitches. Just to make sure it kind of sticks. And so far, we got a nice light golden brown here. I'll flip over our little tempura bitties. I'll put my fucking bracelet back on. And we can also start working on putting away the rest of the shit I don't need. Because, jerk it. Ah, that's Jidge. What the fuck was that? Listen, just because we live in the hood and we know our neighbors doesn't mean I still don't have shit hidden in the house. All it takes is one day. Alright. Definitely, like I said, I want to get this washed up. Just like me. Now, do you need to drain your katsu? I mean, yes, but like, I'll show you some tricks. I'll show you some fucking bullshit. Yeah, so this katsu is gonna have a little Pecorino Romano finish on it. I mean, that's not ideal, but like, you know, we're living with it. Okay. Dramatic. Okay. So, what we have there is just cooling rack, cookie sheet, whatever you want to fucking call it. I am just gonna wad up some paper towel underneath that bitch. Yeah, that is still warm because it was sitting on the oven. Not warm enough to burn, though. Some crunchy tempura bits as a snack later. Kick a little heat into this. And we'll flip it back over. Again, now this is pork, so we're going to temp it. Obviously, eating undercooked pork, I do not recommend it in any sense. Like, a little bit of pink is okay, but, like, a lot of bit of pink is fucking a one-way trip to you shitting and vomiting for hours, days, weeks. Now, the wife also did request rice. Rice is fucking easy, okay? We've done rice 900 times.
It was a different kind of light. Yellow fast moving light. I guess I am to blame.
Got an extra $10 to $15 sitting on your Amazon gift card and don't know what to do with it? Buy a rice cooker. I'm, like, not joking. You will literally thank me later. Even the simplest, least expensive of rice cookers is such a handy kitchen tool. And in all honesty, it just frees you up from a lot of bullshit. Now, I'm a lazy bones, but after years of working with rice, fucking pour it in. Okay, that goes about halfway up my index finger knuckle from the center. Okay, that means it's going to go up to the first knuckle of my index finger. Easy. Okay, rice done. That's it. I just need a fucking container. For the wooder, again, if you really want to get fancy, you can add a little bit of stock or some seasoning or some flavor. Me, I just keep it fucking plain and simple. Finger, okay, good. That's it. Now, the joy of the rice cooker, right? Slide it on, hit the rice button. Or if this is an Instapot, fucking whatever. But your rice cooker, you just hit the button, on. Okay, it'll flip up when it's done. That's it. Speaking of done, let's take a look at our pork. I am registering an internal of 130, so we definitely got a little bit to go there. The smaller boy is looking a lot better. That's it. 150. So yeah, the smaller boy will definitely be done sooner. So let me actually rotate these. Now, another, like, kind of little pro tip I can give you about panko, like, if you really want that super puffy kind of, like, crust coating, if you have water with a spray bottle, you can hit your panko beforehand, and that really helps it kind of puff out. That'll do it. What up, Flo?
Fuck that line off.
Yeah, I know, like, some of the microwave rice cookers are pretty fucking handy, too. Like, legit. I try not to cook anything in the microwave because it feels so fucking disingenuous. But I get it. Like, boil in a bag rice or microwave rice is fucking great, too. Just know it's going to be a little bit more expensive, obviously. You're paying for the convenience. Okay, so these are done. They're hitting 155, 160 internal Fahrenheit, which means with a little bit of rest, they'll get to exactly where they need. Which means we can put the other two in. And I'll float a little oil across the top so that breading sticks. And I'll just let that go. Yeah, baby, shake that ass. And then make some coffee. I appreciate everyone kind of like just rolling with my just not super strict schedule as of the past couple weeks. I'm an adult. I need to start acting like one. Like, I love you all, but like, obviously stream is not the most important thing that exists in my life, and I need to stop treating it as such. I love you all, but my house and my marriage are quite a bit more important than that. Especially when we're both kind of super struggling to make ends meet and just keep heads above water. Okay, these can go in here. I still need to make coffee. But we should have some katsu action pretty soon. Yeah, these fajita chicken birria, delicious. Yep. Yeah, no, it absolutely is. Even some, like, don't get me wrong, we do like coupling activities and work on the house and shit, but like even just like logging off at the end of the workday and being like, I ain't got shit to do. Like, I do have shit to do, but like having to mentally get into that kind of state where like I want to be entertaining or I want to focus on like 15 strats and like that does take energy, you know? And then like everything else that goes into it, like making sure my computer wants to run 15 or, hey babe, is there anything you need? Like, I'm gonna like, it's nice to just sometimes sit downstairs and do fucking nothing. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if you were around, Fantar. There was a stretch where I think I streamed every day for like 3 years in a row. Like without a day off or a sick day or anything. Because I'm made of fucking hard men. Yeah, we call that psychopathic behavior. Yeah, we're getting some great color on these. Again, it's going to be a little bit lighter in the texture. It's going to be a bit more fine because it's not all panko, and the panko that I had was like, you know, beat to shit. So I got to get more panko when I'm out and about. Okay, cool. That hadn't sealed yet. There we go. Okay, cool. Just double check your seals on your fucking Instant Pot. Your rice will get completely fucked if it is not sealing properly, obviously. These should be done pretty soon. I'll stab them. Then we can definitely get to work on cleaning. Fine. Nah, I didn't bring it up. Yeah. The other thing is normally whenever I make rice, like, I'm making extra rice. And part of that is so I can make fried rice later. All right, we got 150 and we got 140. Obviously the larger of the two. Okay, that can go there. They have significantly drained. This one has hit temp, so you can chill out there. Like I said, as you're cooking it, it's still going to gain a few more degrees as everything normalizes. It's the way convection works. So I definitely want to see him hit at least like 155 before I pull him off. That'll let him up to 160, 165. Dude. That bad boy should be done as well. We can turn that off. Give them a couple minutes to chill, and we can work on dishes. Love dishes. Dishes. Slut for dishes. So this is just how this is gonna roll. So that was pretty much it. Anyone got any questions, concerns? I still need to make coffee. We still need to clean up. We'll be ready for Formula 1, and I guess we'll do, I don't know. What do we want to do? We do Cross Worlds, fire up a couple of races of that, then do some golf or fucking creepo. Listen, I'll know within the first 5 minutes of the Formula 1 race if it's even going to be something I'm going to actively be watching or it's just going to be background noise. Oh, yeah, we'll give you a cross section too. That'll be real nice. Because who doesn't love piping hot meat? Hell yeah. let's start cleaning up. Rice. Dangerous. I'm in danger. Okay. So, pretty successful, pretty easy. Like, katsu is one of my go-to meals. Just fucking good. It's literally heavily seasoned and fried meat with rice, and then you can just kind of add your own seasonings to it. Like, honestly, what's not to like? The other thing, I definitely want to get the food processor parts in, because those chipotles and adobo will absolutely stain shit. They are very, very red. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, make ourselves some coffee and some tea. Avoid the desire to fucking pick at my eye right now, because I know there's something spicy on my fingertips. That's just the way it fucking works. Yeah, so we got coffee. I think that's it, really. It's just the coffee. Rice has 7 minutes. This cutting board 100% go in the sink, because that's got pork on it. Nobody wants raw pork. El puerco. Let's get this bad boy draining. That filled up. Dries, you want to keep the dries dry and wet your wets, or something like that. Now, if I had a better process, I'd be able to save a lot of these coffee grounds for like composting or fertilizing. It's just, I know too much of it changes excuse me, the pH of the soil rather dramatically. And the amount that I go through would change it very dramatically. So I haven't really done enough research and figured out like what exactly I'm working with on it, but it's definitely one of the projects I want to kind of fucking undertake this year. At some do 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 do. Butcher's twine. Butcher's twine, just having butcher's twine in the kitchen, worth it. Just anything you can use to tie up fucking anything else, 100% worth it. Okay, so get this. Fill up my sachet, my satchel, my charge, as it were. So for those of you that are confused when I say I have to make coffee at 2, 3 in the morning, this is what I do. Because, especially during the summer, I don't want to drink. Can I drink hot coffee in 90, 100 degree weather? Yeah, I'm fucking an unhinged sociopath. What the fuck do you think? But this also gives my wife the option. Like, she's like, I don't want an energy drink or whatever's in the fridge. Ooh, nice iced coffee. Ooh. White women love iced coffee. Not sure if anyone's noticed. White women love that shit. I speak from experience. But having nice cold brew coffee, it's right there. All you gotta do is throw some ice in it. You want some cream or sweetener or syrups or whatever. It's right, it's literally right there. Yeah, baby, shake that ass, you nasty. Three minutes, excellent. We'll make some tea. Alright, time to break it down? Or are we time for Formula One? Sorry for the late fucking whatever, but like, we're here. We did it. We made it work. Coffee's almost ready, which means I can make some tea. By the time I'm nicely brewed through. Ooh, God, that was a spasm of some sort. The only horrible thing about this is every time, undeniably every time I have to make it, it reminds me that I really have to pee. Standing there listening to running water for like 2-3 minutes. It's crazy. Okay. Wooder, this will be done in a minute. Wipe down the mess I made on the fucking counter. This is dripping like an asshole. Not what I want. Perfect. Release the pressure. Perfect. This is no longer hitting exactly on the top, which is what I wanted. Alexa, set kettle to boil. 212 degrees Fahrenheit. It's definitely responding, but okay. I just gotta mix it up real quick. Okay. Mode, boil. There we go. That was easy. So, make some tea, shake that ass. Perfect. Give this a nice scoopa. Hey, look at that. Perfect rice every fucking time. Now, I'm not absurdly hungry, but I will plate this for science. Delicious fucking rice there. Now, let's be super real. It needs furikake. Perfect. And then some katsu sauce. There we go. Delicious meal. Not a whole lot of work for a whole hell of a lot of fucking flavor. So, we love to see it. Perfect. Now, what we'll do is not that. We'll start breaking the shit down. Any questions, comments, concerns about some birria fajitas and another rendition of katsu. Or knives, or fucking, honestly, whatever. I will gladly answer some questions while I get this tea going, and then I'm gonna start breaking this shit down, because we got gaming to do, we got cars to watch, and to be honest, I've worn pants on camera enough for today. You have no idea the amount of effort it takes to hide a massive fucking cock in pants this tight. Gotta tell you. I don't think it's appreciated enough, you know? Go. Fresh tea. We love to see it. All right. Show of hands. I'm not seeing any questions. I'm going to go upstairs and hit the button. But good stream. Good job. Let's get ready to play some video games. Gaming. All right, I've made it upstairs. Good job, everybody. There are the YouTube, the old stream wish list. Check out my Etsy. We did it. Good job. I am going to start breaking some stuff down. And I think I'll just honestly break it all down and leave y'all with audio. Good job. We did it. The ocean crawls to me.